Let's start with the fundamental principle. We aren't using magic to cure vertigo. We are using physics. The goal is to move displaced crystals, otoconia, from the posterior canal back into the utricle. Think of it as a logic puzzle. Which ear do I want the crystals to fall out of? We use specific geometric angles to let gravity do the work for us.
To understand the mechanics, imagine a drop of water inside the affected ear. To let the drop escape, that specific ear must be positioned downward first. By placing the affected ear down, you utilize gravity to ensure the crystals start falling out of the canal. The golden rule is, affected ear down. If the right ear is affected, the right side goes down first. We are tilting the board to make the marble roll toward the exit, not pushing it. The first position is E for ear. Turn the head 45 degrees toward the affected ear. This turn aligns the posterior canal with the plane of gravity for the subsequent movement. This 45-degree rotation aligns the posterior semicircular canal with the sagittal plane, optimizing the gravitational influence on the canaliths. Next is P for pillow, or position. Lie back quickly while maintaining the 45-degree turn. The pillow is under the shoulders, creating a 30-degree neck extension. This tips the posterior canal vertical, allowing gravity to pull crystals away from the cupula. This supine position with 20 to 30 degrees of neck extension makes the posterior canal vertically oriented. The otoconia move away from the cupula, producing excitatory endolymphatic flow. When the neck extends, the posterior canal becomes a vertical pipe. The crystals sink immediately and migrate along the long arm of the canal toward the common crus, ultimately settling into the utricle. Here, the most common mistake is rushing. You must wait 30 to 60 seconds in this position. The crystals fall slowly through the viscous endolymph. If you move too soon, they are still floating and will slip right back to where they started. Now L stands for look. Rotate the head 90 degrees to the contralateral side. This is a transition move that keeps the debris moving along the canal arch without stopping. This continued head rotation maintains the gravitational vector alignment, promoting further displacement of canaliths toward the common crus. The 90-degree rotation to the opposite side navigates the crystals around the bend of the canal, ensuring the debris continues to travel along the arch. This is the critical moment. E for earth. Roll the whole body and point the nose directly at the floor. This money move aligns the common crus straight down with gravity, dumping the debris out of the loop.
In this earth position, the job is essentially done. Gravity pulls the otoconia completely out of the canal and deposits them into the utricle, a safe chamber where they are reabsorbed.
The earth position is like pouring sand out of a curved straw. You have to turn it completely upside down for gravity to clear the contents. Finally, Y for you, sit up. Sit up slowly, keeping the head neutral. This allows the debris to settle safely into the utricle, completing the procedure and clearing the canal.
To ensure you never miss a step, just remember the name EPLEY, E ear, affected ear down 45 degrees. P, pillow, extension to 30 degrees. L, look, rotate 90 degrees. E, earth, nose to floor. Y, you up, sit up slowly. Follow the geometry, trust the gravity.
Forget left and right confusion. Once the first movement, affected ear down, is correct, the rest of the strategy is simply a mirror image. The direction changes, but the goal remains the same. The Epley Maneuver consists of sequential head rotations of 45 degrees, 30-degree extension, and 90-degree contralateral rotation, ending with the face toward the ground to reposition posterior canal otoconia into the utricle. Master gravity, restore balance.